Thank you for listening. Sandy will be returning with more of Business Travel Radio.
Welcome back to Business Travel Radio. It's our pleasure to have you with us. If you go to businesstravelradio.com, there you'll see all of our programming, the guests, the links into their website. And as you can see, we've made the announcement we are going to Morocco thanks to our good friend Sam Nahari. I've known Sam for many, many years. And out of the 5 times I've been to Morocco, he and I have been 4 times together. And I've been always privileged to be in his presence while we are there. He knows everybody. And when I say everybody, how many people can you go walk the streets in Casablanca or Marrakesh and have people come up and go, Sam? Of course, they probably use his Arabic name, but still in all, it's always amazing to me how many friends Sam has around the world. Let's bring him in now. We're going to talk about not only Morocco, but an opportunity for a lot of us. Sam, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Sandy.
Of course. It's good to have you on again. We've done a lot of programming together, a lot of travel together. You and I love Morocco. You were born in Morocco, but you've settled in the United States. This is your country now, right?
Absolutely. I came here back in 80s, 89, and since then I became a citizen to this loved country, and I love every moment of it. I learned much, and have my family here, so life is good.
You know, that's 25 years, Sam.
That's correct.
Yeah, the silver anniversary.
Yesterday.
How beautiful. And your lovely wife, who we adore, she's an American, and you've got twin boys, little mini me Sams, I might add. Those kids are darling.
Well, thank you. Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, I met my wife in Morocco, actually.
Yeah.
She was a teacher at the American school, and I used to work at the American Language Center. That's where we met, and I came and visit, and I'm here for 25 years.
Well, lucky for us. Now, for your business, you do not only a lot, I want to talk about it all, but let's start with what you do in the U.S. You provide a lot of hospitality, especially to students, don't you?
Well, this is what I do. I have a corporation called Neri Lawrence Corporation, and within this corporation, I have a domestic division and international division. The domestic division is called the Hospitality Marketing Services, which we specialize in promoting hotels in the Washington, D.C. area, and represent them in different shows such as NTA, ABA, Bank Travel, and meet with tour operators that are willing to buy hotel rooms from us for their groups coming to Washington, D.C. only.
Is that a pretty good business to be in? I mean, some people probably are saying, wow, I never thought of a business being able to provide hotels to groups. It really is awesome, especially when you're listening on radio and you might not have heard that before. Is there great opportunities there?
It is a great opportunity as long as you know the product. Sometimes all the internet, the website, it's a good thing, but do you know what you're buying? Do you know the area? How familiar are you with the hotel management? How familiar with the hotel location? Those things you cannot find online. This has to be someone physically be here. And since we are in the Washington, D.C. area, we inspect our hotels all the time. Now we represent about 16 hotels in D.C. area, not in downtown, but in the area of Washington, D.C. because you cannot afford to have groups. Especially, as you mentioned, I deal with a lot of student groups and tour operators that deal with student groups. So it's very hard to find the hotel downtown, with reasonable rate for the tour operator.
But the commute's not bad. Plus, it's wonderful to actually drive into the city and see the beautiful monuments, isn't it?
Well, it's great. I mean, Washington D.C. Washington D.C. is the only city or in United States that offer a free admission to all the museums. Free. That's why you see so many tour travel, especially student groups coming to visit Washington D.C. Mm-hmm. So you go any other cities in states, you have to pay.
But again, too, I mean, what rivals the monuments and the museums in D.C.? Nowhere. I mean, you really have some beautiful, beautiful destinations there.
Absolutely, I love the destination. It's everything's within walking distance, and the commute is great. You can go anywhere. You can use also the subway. It's all connected. You hardly need any transportation actually in the city as a tourist. Can just walk around and you find your way to a museum or to a nice restaurant or to a nice theater or what have you. So it's all in downtown within walking distance.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you ever join the groups, by the way? I know you and I have been with a group of high school students from Chicago that went to Casablanca, and I think we both agree there was something spectacular about watching their faces meet their pen pals and their faces as they look upon the country that is so, in contrast to what they're used to.
Yes, actually, yeah, I love that trip. It was a memorable trip, actually. And that's my international division, which is Morocco Destination Management. Yes. So I take people to Morocco and experience Morocco and visit what Morocco has to offer. It's an exotic destination, and it's a beautiful country.
Yes.
It's not far from the United States, actually.
Well, Sam, through you, I have learned so much about Morocco that I have to say, I know that I love Croatia, I love Israel, I love Jordan, but Morocco is right up there on that one little hand of fingers that just the kind of a country that there's so much history, not only with the United States, but there's so much incredible history in the background of Morocco. And when you think of the Moroccans and that beautiful blend of people, it is just spectacular. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more, not only about Morocco, but about the American Society of Travel Agents, who are now bringing their Congress to Morocco, and an opportunity for all agents and others in the industry who want to work with Morocco. We'll be right back. There's another world out there called the Seychelles, and it is welcoming you. The Republic of the Seychelles is comprised of 115 islands in the Western Indian Ocean. There you'll find life the way life should be, beautiful, serene, and luxurious. Honeymooners, families, and group travelers all find a way to return to this magical granite-based tropical paradise. You'll find sailing, diving, and fishing, as well as special offers and accommodations at every level. For more information, go to Seychelles.travel, SEYCHELLES.travel, or go to Travel Talk Radio for more information. Welcome back to Business Travel Radio. We're going to get right back into our discussion with our good friend Sam Nahari. Born in Morocco, he is a U.S. citizen, has a business not only domestically in the U.S. for transporting not only the students of our world, but older people too, groups who want to see Washington, D.C. in that area. And of course, his international division goes back to Morocco, where you can have the time of your life. Sam, we've had the opportunity to be there with the American Moroccan Professional Association 1 year. The other year, you and I talked a little bit about the students from Chicago coming in with their sister cities of Casablanca, and we explored. But I think one of my favorite trips is when we went and we touched, I don't know how many cities, maybe 10, and we saw the best of Morocco, which really opened my eyes.
Well, you just said that, the best of Morocco. So, every itinerary that I put or I design, it's made by me personally. I do myself and do those trips. So I do I just put itinerary that I never experienced myself, or I don't use any supplier that I don't know myself. So everything is made and tailored by myself, and I go and I travel over there. So I know exactly what kind of itinerary I will have to put for, especially for the American tourists, because the American tourist is totally different from the Europeans and the other countries. So do you want to know exotic? Do you want to see something different from what exists in the States? Do you want the experience, to talk to people, to locals? Do you want to see things happening in front of their eyes?
Yeah,
and that's beautiful. It's just what I do, and I love to do it, and I'm happy that Morocco is it's in my heart, and I love it, and and that's why I'm promoting Morocco as part of my business.
Well, and well done. And as you said, everything is so customized. When we were with the children or the young people, we did what young people wanted to do. When we were with the tour operators and the agents, we went around and for example, we went to where they grow argan oil, where we watched it being made. That was eye-opening. And as soon as we got back, it seemed as if the word got out and America started embracing argan oil. That's an interesting story too, isn't it?
Well, thank you for saying that. The argan oil is originating from Morocco, and it's made in Morocco, and that's the pure argan oil. And there are some other countries who are trying to imitate that, but unfortunately, the source is coming from Morocco. And we call it the gold liquid. It's very expensive, and it's very useful for all needs. So it's made in Morocco, and it's produced, and is actually, the trees are are located in the area of Sawera, not far from Marrakesh.
Exactly. And in fact, we are going to link the video that we did, and that was that trip. So you're going to see the argan oil being made there too. But as we went throughout, like Ouarzazate, where all the films were created.
Well, Ouarzazate, again, it's another part of the Hollywood destination. Most of the movies and looking for exotic areas and places where they can have like very spectacular show or film. There's a studio there that you and I we visited, and that's what most of the production, some of the production happened and took place, such as the Gladiator, the Gold of the George of Nile, the Alexander, the Great Alexander, and so on and on. I know just a couple months ago in Casablanca, actually, and Rabat, they were filming the.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, he just finished filming in Morocco.
Wow. Yeah. It's so, pretty amazing. You know what was fun too in Ouarzazate, just to talk to the people that lived in this small area, really, that had rubbed shoulders with all of these incredible stars. It was really, really fun.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and also I love every minute of that part of the world. It's beautiful. The scenery is great. You are on the Sahara Desert area or Ouarzazate area, and you see camels, you see locals. It's just diversified. It's just so many things to do, so many things to see. It's exotic. That's what exotic is coming from. So yeah, I love that area. I just love it. Ouarzazate neighborhood, it's one of my favorite personally as a Moroccan. I love that part of the world.
Yeah, it's beautiful. One of my very, very favorites, and I hope I say the name right, is Isaria?
It's Sawera.
Sawera, yes.
That's where the argan oil is located.
Oh, yes, that outside of there. That's true. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
it's Sawera, yeah. it's beautiful. Flower actually, itself, it's unique. Has a unique style, has a unique design. It's if you go inside the Medina side, you see like the blue buildings, and you see the shops, and you witness some identity there, some charming in terms of the architecture there.
Absolutely.
So it's a beautiful destination. And it used to be called Mogador. It's Portuguese.
That's right, Mogador. That's right. Oh, and the forts there. And like you said, the blue, all the blue used. Even the Coca-Cola is in blue and white instead of red and white. Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
It's a lot. Every part of Morocco is different. You go to the south, you go to the north. It's all different. Even the food is sometimes different. The culture is different from one area to another.
Yeah.
But again, if you go to the north, from north to Morocco to the Moroccan Sahara in the south, you find different culture, different way of living, different style of doing things. It's just amazing.
Well, it being a California native, it reminds me a lot of California, the coast also. So I think, like you said, there's just so many things that will ignite your senses when you go there. The Atlas Mountains, Casablanca, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic. So lots to do. But I think really one of the most important parts is our relationship, the U.S. with Morocco. And let's take a quick break. And I'd love to talk about that because that's something I think that will blow everybody's mind if you have no idea what a solid relationship we have and what goes on beyond the many, many years together. How about that, Sam?
Excellent.
All right, great. We'll be right back. Sam Nahara and
Thank
I.
you.
Right now in New Orleans, there's a pot of gumbo simmering on the stove. Right now in New Orleans, there's a brass band in Jackson Square and a trumpet player serenading a crowd on Royal Street. Right now in New Orleans, there's a streetcar going up St. Charles Avenue and a cruise ship going down the Mississippi. Right now, New Orleans is New Orleans. Everything's normal here. Well, as normal as New Orleans ever is. Book your New Orleans vacation right now for spicy summer deals. Hotel rates from $79. Go to neworleansinfo.com right now.
Welcome back to Business Travel Radio. I sometimes call this crying time. Gotta get my little hanky out and shed a tear, but no worries. We're going to end it up in style with Sam Nahara, and of course we will be back with you next week too. Sam and I are getting ready to do another trip to Morocco at the end of February. We invite all of you, especially you travel agents who are involved with the American Society of Travel Agents.
I'm happy that Aston made the right decision to have their Destination Expo in Marrakesh next year.
Absolutely, and of course your king is so beloved. I want to talk a little bit about the relationship between the U.S. and Morocco. The one thing that blew my mind, and I was with you when I learned it, in 1777. Big news, huh?
I'm telling you, it's very rare that you heard this, but it is true that Morocco was the first country to organize United States independence in 1777. And that's the only unbroken relationships between two countries. It's Morocco and United States. So more than 235 years now, I guess.
Yeah, it's really. And then of course.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no worries. Then of course in World War II, all of the big allies got together, and right there in Casablanca.
World War II, they have the meeting called Casablanca Conference, and that happened in Casablanca meeting. And remember, we visited the villa.
Yes.
Remember, we stopped by that villa.
We had a party there.
So we, that's why the meeting was held, and with Churchill and Roosevelt and King Mohammed sit and united and trying to, take care of the World War II issues and talk about it. So I think it was fruitful meeting, and The result was positive. So
Yeah.
it's a history there, and Morocco, as the United States is still today. We have the actually free trade agreement that was signed back in 2004, and there's so much opportunities also in tourism industry and hospitality. So much to do in Morocco.
Yeah, really and truly. I mean, for an entrepreneur, not only even in the industry that we're in, but I mean, when you look at the orange groves and what oranges can do for the world, not only with nutrition but with cleaning, and it goes on, and that fair trade agreement we have is just overspills with opportunity, and the U.S. Embassy is incredible to work with, so I can attest to that too. Sam, we're going to get you back on in a couple of weeks because we want everybody to know if you're in our industry, if you are a travel agent, if you're a member of ASTA, and it can be kind of a sort of all of that, but you can get there through all of this and be a part of this. Is it 1 week?
It is 4 days. It's from February 26th to March 1st.
Okay.
And if this is great opportunity for anyone who is actually looking to an exotic destination for the clients, or to meet suppliers, or do whatever in Morocco, or investment, do what have you. It's a great opportunity. The door is open to everyone, including agency or people in tourism industry, anybody interested. But mostly the travel agents actually looking to send the client to exotic destinations such as Morocco.
Beautiful. We have Sam's information on our website. You can go to it's
Morocco. You can do it this way to Morocco at MoroccoDestination.com.
Yes.
Morocco at MoroccoDestination.com.
Okay, beautiful. Morocco at MoroccoDestination.com. Beautiful. Sam, I have ordered us up a horse and carriage. Should we go around Marrakesh and do a little shopping?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Please do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. As
Have a
always,
great day. Thank you.
You bet. It's a great pleasure to talk to you. And thank you all for joining us. Keep it under 90. Keep those seatbelts on. And I'll see you next week.
It goes around the world just like